What's up, guys? I have said for the last couple of weeks that I was coming to an end of the testosterone that I was currently using. I finished up Anavar probably like 2 weeks ago and I needed a restock. And I also need a restock on my testosterone sip. And guess what, guys? I finally came around to doing it, and see this little empty bugger? See ya, bud. I'm actually going to be filling up a syringe with you guys because I need to take a dose of testosterone tomorrow to end my week. So as I'm doing that, I'm going to explain this brand and this guy's company of gear steroids. But before I do that, let me just kind of show you what the Anavar looks like. So the Anavar that I'm getting from this brand, this guy's company, is much stronger in dosage in terms of the last brand that I was using. The last brand, each tablet was 10 milligrams. So I took about 3 a day to make up for 30 milligrams. For this brand, his dosage is 25 milligrams per tablet. So I'm only gonna be taking 1. So the Anavar is blue. Last time it was orange. So they honestly, I think they're in terms of the size of the tablets, they're about the same as the last brand that I was using. Right, so I'm gonna prep with everybody. Remember, I have to make that disclaimer. Don't do this at home. I'm not suggesting everybody, starts getting in their room and starts cleaning their compounds and their liquids and starts no, don't do that. I took a alcohol pad and I'm just gonna clean the top of my liquid. The rubbers, I think it's called, what do you call it? The rubber stopper, the rubber part, the rubber boppadopity. All right, so let me talk about his brand. So the guy that we got from is very private with his brand. And when I mean private is, he doesn't just locally sell. He doesn't just sell to really anybody. Unless you know him, he'll sell to you. So he works out at at one of the big professional gyms in this area, and whatever. My friend got into talking with him and he was like, I guess they became buddies at the gym and stuff. He asked him, he was like, bro, what are you taking? And then the guy was like, okay, bro, he was basically very, I wouldn't say secretive, but just basically don't spread the word. He was like, listen, I bought a bunch of the materials and I bought everything for myself, and I make my own gear. So it's a local brand. He makes it himself. He has his own little lab. It's exactly like the last time around. So most people are gonna be like, well, then how do you trust it? And it's true, actually, good question. I mean, how do you trust it? So I tried to do as much research as I possibly could, or try and find out more about this brand, obviously, because he's so secretive. There was no information whatsoever to find. My friend has been on his stuff for about a couple of months now, and he says he loves it. He's like, I've had no problems. My workouts have been amazing, and I could feel the inner strength and that big boost of energy, that bombastic boost of energy when I'm at the gym. So he's like, I really do like this brand. Also, before I end this video, I forgot to talk about pricing. I think pricing is what people are most curious about. I mean, obviously the effects of the roids, dude. $60, the cheapest I've had so far. Cha-ching. Today I got my online order that I made from Lululemon probably yesterday. Honestly, if you're ever gonna ship from Lululemon, I guarantee you they have the best shipping options possible. I don't have my ring light. I'm kind of depending on natural lighting right now, so maybe I should turn this on because I am looking a bit questionable. Oh, yesterday I made an order with Lululemon only because in March it was my 27th birthday and I had a couple friends over. Most of my presents were definitely Lululemon gift cards, and guys, when I tell you, I was spoiled. So thanks to my friends, I got my order in today of all the necessities that I needed from Lululemon. So I'm sitting on my bed and I'm about to open this. Let's rip her up, bud. So the first thing that I'm opening up is, it's the sleeveless shirt I got. So I was actually having this conversation with my friend who I was telling him about my order that I wanted to make, and he goes, man, switch up your shirts. He's like, try Lululemon sleeve, the tank tops. And I was like, you know what? Fine. I guess if my clothes are that bad, then I guess I'll swap it out and I'll get something new. If this is what it looks like, I'm gonna try it on in a second. Let me just open everything up. I think there was a dark gray and a black, and I kind of already have that. The next pair, I really like the color of this. I'm most excited for this. They came out, the Pace Breaker short that I bought, that I tend to wear from Lululemon. They have so many colors of it in the 7-inch linerless inseam. And there was this one like grayish blue color, very similar to the tank top that I was looking at. It looked more gray in person, but they're actually like more baby blue, and I'm so happy for that because I have neutral tones in my shorts. And I'm so happy to have this color. I've been eyeing this one for a minute. And then the last pair I got, I've seen these already. My friend has these. These are the Pace Breakers. Same deal, 7-inch inseam linerless. These are the camouflage ones. These seem like much more heavier than the one-tone color. They're not like a camo where it looks like I'm going hunting. Oh, the material is different on these ones than it is on the regular solid colored one. This is what it looks like from behind. And the light blue Pace Breakers are my absolute favorite from this little haul, this little order that I made. I am obsessed. I just checked myself out in the mirror and I'm like, even with this shirt, like these look incredible. Even from behind, like, okay, like, say I was to kind of like hunch these up a little bit. These look incredible. I'm obsessed with these ones. I'm definitely happiest with the blue. I'm in this like sketchy garage right now because I had to go to the grocery store and pick up some eggaroonies. So I don't know, can you see, like I was like pretending I was in a movie for a second. Like there was like a garage and a car was coming in and I like hid behind one of these poles being like, don't kill me. It was stupid and funny. I wanted to make this video so I could tell you about my experience earlier in the day when I took my last dose of testosterone for the entire week. Of course, I took my first dose of my brand new brand and I'm stoked because my friend loves it. He has nothing but good things to say, and I believe him and I trust him, and also it was a very easy process, and let me just quickly explain why. The very first brand that I ever bought for my very first cycle, the best way I could describe it is that the liquid was denser than the that's a word, like thicker, like it was more dense. More dense. More dense. The liquid was more dense in comparison to the second time around. So that was what I was most curious about with this new brand. And it does make a difference when the liquid is a little more dense. I'm not saying that the first time around the liquid was so thick that I felt like I was like picking up mud, scooping up mud from like a swamp, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna put into me. No, it was just a little more thicker, and you know, the second time around it was more waterier, more liquidier. So when it is more dense, it takes, you know, an extra minute to push all of that liquid inside of you because it's thicker. So you're like, the process is a little slower because, you know, you can't just like fully push it in because of the thickness. Once again, I don't want people to think in terms of thickness that I'm talking like it was like thick like a brick wall. No, it wasn't. That wasn't the case. I'm just saying that the new brand is definitely much more liquidier than the first time around, which made the process much more quicker and smoother. So that was so far my experience. I liked it. I was doing an elevated like bench press. That was the first time that I really did an elevated one. I killed it, guys. Like I nailed it. I was literally boom, 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 boom. So the strength is definitely there. I will continue to update with this new testosterone that I'm taking and my new Anavar that I'm taking, and I will let you guys know in on all the benefits and everything that it does to me and how it and how my body reacts to the new gear. So stay tuned, buckaroonies. Until then, I have the most, you know, delicious, amazing, scrumptious, like 5-star meal that you can find at the most luxurious restaurant. Nothing like white rice and chicken.